We want to check in, Ben. I know we've been closely watching this race between Sam Page and Phil Berger, State Senate. I mean, this is unreal.
I like that, the number screen.
I don't know. I'm sorry. We need to name this. Did you realize we haven't branded this yet? We need to get on this.
Bosses, if you're listening, we do this. This is a branding opportunity for us. Number screen works too. I mean, it's accurate, right? Yeah. So, folks, it's been quite the night here. We've talked about this race sort of behind the scenes because, again, this isn't really hyper local. This is about 2 hours away from us. But talking to political scientists and the like, we knew this was going to be a big deal. And a lot of the shift is going to happen behind the scenes if this pans out in Raleigh. But you can't overstate how important it is. Right now, Sam Page, the sheriff up in Rockingham County, leads with about 1,100 votes. Still some that can come in. This can still very much change. You know, only 22,000 votes at this point, 1,100 votes in between them. So this could change still. This local one, closer to home in Huntersville, this is looking tough for Cunningham to overcome at this point. 81% of the total vote in at this point. She's trailing 4,600 points. 4,600 votes, about 50 percentage points. This might be tough. Backstory here, Caller Cunningham in the last year came out, said some controversial things on the House floor in Raleigh about immigration that really irked a lot of her Democratic colleagues, and even voted to override the governor's veto when it comes to law enforcement officers cooperating with ICE. He vetoed it. She joined Republicans in overriding his veto. No matter what you think about it, you can imagine it did not go over well with a lot of Democrats. The governor did not endorse her. He instead endorsed Rodney Sadler, as did a number of other top-named Democrats. So this is looks like it's going to be a tough one for her to pull out with only so much still remaining. But yeah. Back to this one. This is the still outstanding one. Waiting to see how it happens. Waiting for our next big batch of vote totals to come in. The other ones have sort of played out as he predicted. The big number of the night, Roy Cooper with 92% of the vote in the Democratic primary for U.S. Senate. This will now go on to be the big race of the next 6 months. This is the one we're going to be talking about, him versus Michael Whatley. There's a handful of U.S. Senate seats up for grabs this go around, and Democrats, national Democrats, really feel like this one's particular might be the easiest way for them to pick up one of the seats and win back control of the Senate in D.C. and stop the Trump administration. Keep in mind this is currently held by Tom Tillis, who decided not to run for re-election and has been more outspoken than usual in recent weeks. So this is going to be the big one to watch in the next 6 months here in North Carolina. Some of these other ones you're really not going to hear about anymore because they're sort of so heavily weighted in one certain way that the person who won the primary tonight is going to win the general election because either they face little opposition or no opposition at all. So that's going to be the case for a lot of the general ones. And then we will go to bed tonight, or at least I will go to bed tonight because I have to wake up at 3 a.m. With a big question about this race. Look at this now. 349 votes between the two. Can't get any tighter than that when you're talking about the most powerful man in North Carolina and a small rural county and district up in the northern part of the state deciding it now fewer than 350 votes. Wow. That's why you stay up with us on WCNC Plus for stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the storylines here have just been super interesting to see, and we even heard, Phil Berger come to the podium several minutes ago to address folks at his watch party. He was very sullen, basically said, I don't have a lot to say at this point. We'll try to regroup in the morning.
It's 98% of the vote. Wow. And 349, wow. Wow.
Well, and to your point about, the power of Phil Berger, we heard in this interview between our Julie Kay and Kyle Kirby, who's the chair of the Mecklenburg County GOP, Kirby saying there's probably going to be a lot of phone calls being made from folks who I guess, if this continues on this trend, maybe we're very close with Berger trying to see if they can make some connections with Sam Page. If
Yeah,
this does
I mean,
continue.
the thing is, there will be another Senate leader if Phil Berger loses. There will be another Senate leader. It probably won't be Sam Page. Our viewers will probably never hear Sam Page's name again, at least in any regularity, because this is not our arguing area. This is not our sort of deal. But for perspective, nothing has happened in the state of North Carolina in the last 10 or 12 years without Phil Berger's permission. As the Senate leader, and then with the Speaker of the House at the time, Tim Moore, more recently Dustin Hall, he sets the agenda. Nothing happens without his permission. And you say, oh, but you have the governor. The way our government is set up in North Carolina, we have what's referred to as a weak governor form of government, in that the General Assembly has almost all the power. And they've actually diminished the governor's power even more recently. So unlike some other states where the executive has a lot of power, can do line item vetoes and things like that, it just doesn't exist for Josh Stein. So Phil Berger is actually the one calling the shots most of the time. And his political future right now is riding on 349 votes up in Rockingham County. Wow.
Wild stuff. All right.
It is.
Ben, thank you so much.
Of course.
And I'm excited for you to have a nap too.
All right.
You've
That's
been with
about
us
all
all
it's gonna
night.
be.
We
It's gonna be a
appreciate you.
nap.
We
I'll
appreciate
see you
you
at
so
4:30 in
much.
the morning. You'll wake up with us, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, I thought so.
He's here at all hours for us. All right.